I'm doing great. How you doing? I'm jamming. Hope you love jamming too.
Yeah, I love it. That's why I love it.
Jam man.
So when making scary movies, did you ever think the role as Doofy would be so iconic?
No, I didn't think, I don't think anyone did when we were making. We had a great time shooting the movie, but I didn't think the character would last 23 years, or the Was Up one that I do too, you know what I mean? It was I had 2 short films before Scary Movie with this character, and his name was Chip. And then Dimension Films saw that short film and said, that's our Doofy, and they contacted me. We want you to play Doofy as Chip.
So are all your lines from the script, or did you get to make some of that up?
Oh, we made a lot of stuff up. The Gale Swallows, Keenan just wanted me up there making stuff up. A lot of Ghostface stuff I made up on the spot too. And that's why he loves improvisation, Keenan, but I'm the only Ghostface that did the voice live while we shot the movie because he wanted it to be in the moment.
Has David or Keith ever challenged you to a wrestling match for making
It's in the works. It's in the works. Yeah, we just did a photo op together. Literally last week. See? Dewey and Doofy. We're going to be doing a Dewey and Doofy photo op next year in 2024. And then I think we're going to work on a wrestling thing. It won't be against each other. I think we want to be a tag team where Doofy never gets in and just screws them up. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, keep going. You're good. Doing a good job. He's like, God damn it. Tag. I'm like, yeah, high five. Smell my finger. You know what I mean?
So now, Officer Doofy is not the most famous police officer.
He's not the most famous police officer I've played? Okay, who do you think is?
Well, how did you get the role in the Devil's Rejects?
Okay, I got my role in the Devil's Rejects. I did a movie called Ghost World. This character named Doug. And then the Red Hot Chili Peppers loved this movie, and they put me in their videos, by the way, in Universally Speaking, as Doug, and I was like a cab driver. And then that's when I really got on Rob's sort of radar. It was from Ghost World and the Red Hot Chili Pepper videos, and they contacted me, and I went and met with Rob, and we kind of created that character, you know what I mean? I mean, he created Dobson, but I said, it's in the 70s. My favorite TV show was Chips back then, so I go, I want to be like a Chips guy, and he added the Elvis stuff, because William Forsythe's character was a big Elvis fan. So.
Were you a fan of House of a Thousand Corpses?
Oh yeah, I've loved Rob's stuff since he was White Zombie, and his music videos and stuff like that. It was very like Talking Heads kind of stuff, and I think it was like Jim O'Connor, something O'Connor directed those videos. Yeah.
What was it like working with Rob Zombie?
Rob's great. It was a pleasure. It was a great cast, and the one thing that people might not know about Rob is he's super calm. And he's quiet. He's nothing like his stage persona. You know what I mean? He wasn't directing me like, get down in there and do that, man. Dobson's got to come in, blah, blah, blah. He's a regular person. It was fun.
Now, do you like horror stuff more than you do comedy?
I love both, but my favorite is doing horror comedy, like, say, The Walking Deceased, or this film. If you haven't seen this film, it's great. It's called Victor Crowley. It's Action 4. Adam Green's stuff is great. I love comedy. But there needs to be comedy and levity in horror. It helps the film get a quicker reset. You know what I mean? So.
And you were on SNL for a while, is that right?
I wasn't on, I worked for them. I was like a writer's assistant for the Weekend Update for the news. That was my first job, working with Kevin Nealon and helping gather all the materials of the news during the week for like a Saturday morning writing session with the writers. I'd have everything out on the table and we'd pitch jokes around. And I was allowed to throw my hat in the ring for jokes, and I got a few on.
So I've heard you're in a band. Can you tell me all about that?
I'm not in a band anymore, but I had a band called Band Stone, and there's stuff out there. I'm sure there's music videos and stuff on YouTube and stuff like that. And I did that because I wanted to make like a Spinal Tap meets Anvil. We're a real band. We shot it in reality for like 10 years, and now I'm in the sort of workings of how do I edit it all down to a documentary. Yeah.
Why didn't you leave us?
I wanted to be a performer, and as on the writing side of things, we're working on the behind the scenes. The pathway at SNL was not a possibility. So Chris Rock and Adam Sandler would take me out to do stand-up comedy. I'd open up for them, and quite honestly, it was terrible. But I did a lot of characters, and Chris Farley overheard. He said, "Well, what do you do?" And I go, "Oh, I do a lot of characters. I do a lot of commercial spoofs and stuff like that, and TV show spoofs, impressions." And he said, "Well, I think you would fit in better at Second City," which is where he was from, and that's where like Bill Murray and Chevy Chase, and not Chevy Chase actually, Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, a lot of people, Mike Myers, and they have one up here in Canada, in Toronto. And so he made a phone call and got me hired at Second City, and that's why I left SNL. I jumped to. Most people go from Second City to Saturday Night Live. I went from Saturday Night Live to Second City. How do I what?
How do I follow the
Well, I'm not on any like social medias and stuff like that, but just look for things like interviews like this, and come to these conventions and come say hi.
So what's next?
What's next is a movie by the Terrifier guys called Scream. It'll be out next year. The trailer is now out, and it's sort of like it's Terrifier's Devil's Rejects. It's a whole new story. It has nothing to do with Terrifier. But David Howard Thornton's the killer in it, and it's got a great cast: Melissa Rose, myself, Dee Wallace, Jeffrey Combs, Tony Todd, Bill Moseley. It's all star cast. It's great.
Question time. You're on death row and it's time for a fight.
Yeah.
He doesn't do that at the table here.
I know. It's on the menu. Probably like the world's largest steak that takes a long time to chew.
But he does the professional ones over there.
So it's death row and time is over. How do you execute?
I would like to be dropped head first in a tub of sharks and just have them eat me up.
All right, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you. We jamming. Jamming. Thank you, guys.
Thank you,
so
man.
much.